8:38, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Time of the gang of four. Chris Mandis here. Hey, Chris, how are you?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Johnny B's here. Jones here. I'm here. I'm Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Well, Dan.
We're moving on from yesterday's two-word takedown of your host. Well, Dan. Moving on from that. Joan.
Yes, sir.
So you had that longer audio bite of that teacher losing his ever-loving mind on a student who apparently wore some Trump gear in California. So do you have the ability to play that?
Yeah, there are actually two back-to-back ones. I think these are the ones you want. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Oop. Play.
You deserve better than a rapist, bribery, treacherous scum.
Wow.
Go! Take the Can you send security up? Please, room B205. I have a boy who has a Trump hat on. I'm not going to tolerate it.
So,
what I wouldn't give to be back in high school in Massachusetts or a liberal state in 2024. I mean, if anybody that listens to me knew me in high school and they thought I was bad back then, imagine if I was back in high school now.
can you imagine? Can you imagine being the parent and getting that phone call, knowing full well that your kids supported Donald Trump, went to class with maybe a Trump hat on or whatever it is, and the teacher loses their mind? And if you're already living in California and you voted for Donald Trump and you know the absolute train wreck that California is, and this Jack A teacher has the audacity to yell at my kid, oh, can you imagine? I would get so pissed off, I would sound like this mom.
It is time that the school district, stop tolerating hate speech in class. There should be zero tolerance for hate speech. To say that a Hispanic man wants to be white, I'm offended. Yo soy mexicana. I am Chicana, I am indigenous, and my family voted for Trump.
There you go.
I have family members that also voted for Kamala Harris, but does that give me an excuse or anyone else a reason to racially attack them? No, it doesn't. What are you going to do about this teacher? Because he should be fired. There should be zero tolerance for hate speech. And ma'am, you really need to stop with the grinning. All I see is a room full of parents that are very angry. You need to be respectful. All of you need to be reminded you are public servants. The people pay for you to be there, and the people can remove you quickly.
There you go.
I love it.
You know what? I think that we need to see more of that. We will probably see more of that. The more that people come out of the closet and proudly say that they voted for Donald Trump, and there was one audio bite that we played earlier where one of the teachers was saying, "Why would you vote for Donald Trump? Why, or something to that effect." And it's like, well, because of the issues of illegal immigration and the economy. I mean, it's not that hard.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've been seeing a rise of parents at school board meetings now for a while.
I love it.
The claws are out on the mama bears, and they're, that's a big reason Trump won the female vote, was that everything we're seeing happening in the public indoctrination system.
Hey, I want to know, what is the Onion going to do with Alex Jones?
Can you believe that?
Johnny, what do you think? What's the Onion going to do with Alex Jones? Because I guess Joan was reporting that the Onion bought Alex Jones. I wonder how much they paid.
So these are my questions. How much did they pay, and how did they have that money? Because I can't, even if it's dirt cheap, I can't imagine the Onion had it.
Well, here's the question. What are they going to do with it? Like, are they going to try to shut him down? Are they going to just, give him free reign to continue to practice his free speech?
They're going to kill that thing immediately.
They're going to kill it?
But here, that's why I just don't understand. You buy it. Congratulations. It's yours. And now we're going to have Alex Jones Live or Alex Jones Network or Alex Jones on X. It's just going to be a rebrand. Like, you can buy that. Congratulations. You just wasted a whatever amount of money you spent on it. And then, okay.
You know what? Here's the deal with Alex Jones. and I've got my problems with Alex Jones, but the man deserves to have his free speech, and he's suffered the consequences for that whole, the school shooting in Connecticut was fake thing. He's trust me when I say he's paid the price for that, but he's got his right to free speech, and they are doing everything they possibly can to destroy him. And but they're only going to make him stronger and more well-known.
The Alex Jones school thing, like, he's apologized for that so many times now.
Yep.
It's like asking Donald Trump to disavow white supremacy at this point. Like, how many times do you have to do it? I don't know. It's too much.
Hey, can we talk about UAPs?
Yeah, let's do it.
So you've been playing audio from this Elizondo guy.
Yeah.
Who is, I forget where he's from, CIA, whatever it is, but he's come out now, and he used to work for the government. He used to be part of this whole investigation. Then he left government work, and apparently all of the things that he signed to be quiet are now expired, and he's been sounding the alarm on these UAPs. And I want to play a couple of audio bites because this is really scary.
Mr. Elizondo, in regards to these aircraft being piloted by whatever they might be, non-human biologics, would you agree that it's likely that they are being piloted by some mind-body connection?
Ma'am, I think it is safe to presume here that they are being intelligently controlled because some cases seem to anticipate our maneuvers, and in other cases they seem to I came across an email where the word "stalked" was used in a very secure email between Navy officers discussing their ships being pursued by a UAP.
Yeah, I mean, there's videos out there and so forth, and you've got these planes flying, and they are literally being pursued by these UAPs.
Space ghosts.
Space ghosts.
I like that.
I do too.
Unidentified aerial phenomena. As opposed to UFO. Why did they change the name?
I don't know. It was a weak rebrand.
Yeah. Luis Elizondo, media personality, formerly employed by the United States Army Counterintelligence and the Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence. So he was part of all of these investigations. Do you guys know what G-forces are? Did you see like Top Gun and Maverick? Do we all know what G-forces are?
I've never watched Top Gun.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not. Don't derail me, Chris.
I'm not doing it either.
A G-force.
I don't care what any of you say.
What?
Tom Cruise, I lost all respect for him when he jumped on that Oprah couch.
Yeah, well, okay.
We're not going back.
He was in love.
We're not going back.
He was in love.
Don't get derailed, Dan. Don't get derailed.
He's short, and he's not a good actor. Keep going.
And he looks the same age. He looks like a teenager.
Overrated, that movie.
You have a problem with shortness? Because, the guy sitting next to you?
Yeah, what's up with that?
I thought you were standing.
Joan, don't encourage him.
I'm sorry.
The heck? Joan doesn't get that excited when I, insult one of you two. She's like, oh yes,
got him.
When Marsha Blackburn said, "Well, Dan," Joan was back there like doing a high five.
You didn't get to hear it, but I actually played it in the news too. Yeah,
you did not.
I did too.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I actually heard from people yesterday who thought that was the funniest thing.
Why would you play it in the news?
Well, because it was part of what she said, so I just sort of left it there.
It was breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious!
That was big news, Dan.
Big.
Remember?
Was it?
That was breaking news.
Remember when you said you didn't want to get derailed?
So this Luis Elizondo, this is really interesting what they're talking about with the G-force, the flying G's of these UAPs. Listen to this.
The human body can withstand about 9 G-forces for a short period of time before you suffer negative biological consequences.
Now, you would know this, Chris, but G-force is if you accelerate upwards at like, a bazillion miles an hour, then that gravity you feel is like a G-force. You feel twice as heavy as normal, for example.
All right.
So if you'd watch Top Gun,
is that where you learned?
you
would
know
this.
That is like 10, 12, 13 G's, whatever it is, and you run the risk of not only dying, but and more importantly, probably to the Air Force, is that your plane ends up dismantling.
Okay.
The whole thing just goes to heck. So Listen to what he says about the G's.
Blackouts and ultimately redouts and even death. Comparison, our best technology, the F-16, which is it's an older platform, but one of our most highly maneuverable aircraft, manned aircraft, made by General Dynamics, can perform about 17 or 18 G forces before you start having structural failure, meaning that the airframe begins to disintegrate while you're flying. 17
to 18 G's, all right?
The vehicles we're talking about are performing in excess of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 Gs.
Whoa.
That's amazing.
Man.
Now, you have never watched Top Gun, so you don't know how amazing of an audio bite that is.
I don't know. Space Ghosts. A lot of people on the text line are telling me that Top Gun sucks, so I don't see it.
It doesn't.
I don't know who you people are anymore.
Yeah.
Top Gun is really good. You know what I didn't like about Top Gun? Tom Cruise's teeth. Good God, man. He looks like a piranha.
You know what lost me was when they took the Taiwan badge off the jacket in the second movie because they had to satiate the Chinese audience to make money. Slime balls. Free Taiwan. Let's say it till we can't.
They had to afford Tom Cruise. I don't know what to tell you. No, you're right on that. I think I think me and Johnny talked about that at one point. On the air. I actually didn't like that, but that didn't preclude me from seeing the movie. Because, you know.
You're cool like that?
He likes the Top Gun.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why you have such a thing about Tom Cruise just because he jumped on a couch.
I'm just not a fan. Just not a fan of the Scientology stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's kind of weird. But you have to be able to separate the actor from the person, right?
Nope.
Whatever. You know what? I think the super texters are trying to. They've been trying to troll me all day.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun. Hang on, let me look.
Tom Cruise is a
Maverick was good.
Some of these people I don't. Yeah.
Dell said Top Gun is Star Wars for guys that can get a date.
Very good, Dell. Hey, what do you think, real quick, because we're running late? What do you think of Matt Gaetz?
Oh, I love it. I love every minute of it.
Me too.
I think that he's going to be a pit bull off his leash, and I'm here for it. When you see the establishment Republicans and the leftists melting down, you know it was a good pick.
Wendy says Mandis, Tom Cruise, same thing.
We've never seen you two in the room at the same time.
Yeah.
Listen, Wendy, I like what you're throwing down.
Oh, I'll have to go to the Church of Scientology and see if they show up together.
You going to jump on a couch for Amy?
How do you know I haven't already? Listen,
Once again, we've waded into TMI territory.
I bought a couch for Amy. Forget about jumping on it.
Okay.
When you asked her father for her hand in marriage, are you jumping on the couch? I'm in love.
No, do you know I actually did that?
Did you? I did the same thing.
So her father is like, I think 4 years older than me. Amy's, for you folks who don't know, she's 17 years younger than me. So...
Wow.
Yeah.
So no, I just
the cradle.
It seemed kind of silly, me asking her father for his permission to ask Amy to marry me, but that's what I did. And he said, let's just say he was very excited.
Was he the one jumping on the couch?
Yes, he was. Please, man, marry her. Please.
Somebody take her.
And he told Dan to help her with her homework. So
no, that was me with Riker last night. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, man. Johnny, good one.
Oh, look at Joan again. apparently,
sometimes, you know.
Apparently,
if we had a quarter for every time Joan laughed at one of our jokes about Dan, we'd have a pizza party by now.
That's actually very
anyway.
fun.
We should get a Joan laughs jar.
0803, good for you, Dan. Dan Mandis to Steven Tyler.
Did you see the text line? I've never seen the text line more divided. There are people that think I'm an idiot, and there are people that think that I'm on point. Did you see what Kevin said? Kevin went personal.
What did he say?
He said Maverick was awesome. Hand is an idiot. Plus the music he plays is pure bleep. You don't like my bumpers, Kevin? Kevo, wow. Come on, man. I have the best bumper music.
Nope. Nope. But I do every once in a while. I'll find myself going, don't. Right? I mean, I do that. Yeah. It's a little catchy.
Oh yeah.
Just a little.
just a hair.
Just a hair.